Welcome to another brand new episode of Live FX Trading with your host Peeling Mindset. Welcome to another brand new episode, and we are up and running. To some of my friends from the Slack community, they're coming in, so it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Looks like a pretty good day here. A lot of opportunities are showing up. I mean, I took some positions around the London session, but it actually looks pretty good right now. New York session, the 21st of the July, the second half of the July, obviously looking pretty nice. I mean, obviously a lot of bullish target on the upside. It's quite interesting how the pound yen is actually bouncing off of my 1 hour channel that I drew like a few days before, obviously, and it's kind of rejecting the bottom at this point in time and slowly heading up, slowly but surely heading up. And pound yen, man, there is a lot of clear targets, right? Now, somebody today was actually sending me the chart of the pound yen, saying they were seeing inverted head and shoulders. I mean, that kind of makes sense too in that sort of perspective. But right now, price is above 149,930, and it's kind of like, you know what? If price stays above 149,930, there's a high chance for a pound yen to push up. A very high chance. Now, if I have to break down the chart going from daily, and let's go to the daily time frame, right? Just give me a second. Still setting up the YouTube here. Trying to set up the YouTube. Mr. YouTube. Hang on a second. All right. So one more time. So breaking down the chart from a daily sort of a perspective. Now, if I have to make the charts naked, what you will see is that, you know what? Price in pound yen is actually bouncing off the daily support, and that daily support is not only a support area, is actually an active demand area. So this area right here, for example, if I have to draw this line across from this area, so this area has been acting out right now. Look at the way the previous daily candle closed. Look at the wick. Look at the rejection from the bottom, right? All this bearish momentum. Obviously, the auto flow kind of makes sense. Now the prices in pound yen have made that triangle alien ship, and what that means is I'm talking about this right here. Dun dun dun. So this is the triangle ship that the pound yen is making right now, right? Demand, supply, and demand area. One more time. Similar sort of price action. I mean, obviously, we have had that obvious bearish sort of a momentum or bearish sort of a push on the downside. But right now, looking at the daily candle, previous daily candle bounced off of this demand area. Right now, current daily candle is also bullish. And going to the 4 hour time frame now, look at this. Look at the way the 4 hour candles are ranging, right? Now, whatever happened here, these two 4 hour candles, you will see that yesterday's 4 hour candle in pound yen. Look at this. Whatever happened here, that got corrected in the next instance. So what does that tell us? That tells us that, you know what, the daily support area, demand area is acting out. And if this daily support area 149,335 sort of area is working out, and if this fake out was real, there is a chance that the price can push up. Maybe for this short-term sort of a perspective, but the prices are going to push up 100%. Looks like it. And the current 4 hour candle, obviously previous 4 hour candle pushed above 149,930. So the current 4 hour candle has made this decent low wick and can flip up or push up anytime. Because what session is this? This is pre-New York. And in pre-New York, we have been seeing a lot of volume. So if today's pre-New York market is actually going to push prices in pound yen up, man, there is no surprise at all. So this 2 hour candle is going to close in the next 24 minutes. And my first target here is going to be 154.60. So let's go into the 1 hour time frame and see what's happening. Previous 1 hour candle closed bullish above 149,930. Still keeping that bullish posture. So what does that tell me? That tells me that, you know what? Prices staying above 149,930, especially the last candle closing with all this liquidity wick. Man, it pushed all the way down, respected the previous candle's low, and the wick, and the candle was pushed down like 29 pips. And right now, the body is about 4 pips. So that tells me that, you know what, the wick on the downside, the wick is in about 25 pips. So the bullish pressure can be seen so easily. The way the previous 1 hour candle closed, it can be easily seen. So if I want to take buy, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a support. So where is the support? Oh, it looks like on a 30-minute, I can see a support right here. Now, if there's a support, I only need the candles to respect the low. Obviously, this current 30-minute candle actually broke the previous 30-minute candle's low, so which is not a healthy sign. But again, at the same time, what do I know is if the prices have been pushing for some time, the market wants its premium price. So what I know is for a fact that if the prices are to push up, it can retrace even deeper. It can retrace even deeper and bounce up, or it can actually push up. So 4 hour candle, looking at the 4 hour candle and looking at the decent wick on the top, I'm actually quite satisfied. But on a hourly candle, on an hourly sort of perspective, this hourly candle is going to close in the next 22 minutes. So in the next 22 minutes, we have to see what's going to happen. If eventually this candle actually breaks the previous candle's high, I mean, we're looking good for buys. To be honest, really good for buys. Really good. Really good. And yep, still keeping that bullish posture, to be honest. Look at the most recent reaction, right? So this 149, 335 is a daily support sort of a level. For me, this is a daily support area. And look at the way the price is moving up, man. Look at the way the price is moving up. Dun, dun, dun. So there's a higher chance the price is actually going to move up from here. The only question is this liquidity wick on the downside enough? That's the real question, right? So the hourly candle flipping in the next 21 minutes. If it's moving up, so let's see what's going to happen in the next 21 minutes. In the next 21 minutes. Alrighty. Dun, 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 dun. And for sells, I mean, if anybody's looking for sells, I mean, sells below 149.870 would make sense. Below 149.870. 149.870. In about 28 pips range on the downside. Yeah, we will see what we're going to do today. We will see what we can do. Dun, dun, dun. 30-minute candle ranging side by side. So if I actually want to catch this sort of trade, and if there's going to be a lot of volume pushing pound yen on the upside, how do I actually catch it? Right? And the question is, how do I catch it? Maybe on the break of the high. Maybe on the break of the high with the pending, within about 15, 16 pips stop loss. I mean, expecting the volume to drive the price all the way up till 154.60. So we will see what's going to happen. We will definitely see what's going to happen. And another interesting fact is the monthly candle is quite rejecting the bottom at this point of time. Rejecting the bottom pretty hard. And this level also matches with the previously broken monthly sort of a rejection level or resistance level. And it's rejecting it so hard. So if the monthly candle is to flip bullish, I mean, what else or what could be a better opportunity, right? This is a real good opportunity. So, yeah, pound, Mr. Pound, Mr. Poundy, oh, Mr. Poundy. Yeah, our Palin says, good morning. Please analyze gold after GJ as well. Thank you. I will analyze. But Palin, you got to send me a chart. If you depend on me analyzing a chart forever, how will you learn, right? At the same time, I mean, I respect your idea. I respect the idea that you want me to look at the gold chart. But you have to kind of send me your chart too. But gold is pretty heavy bearish. To be honest, gold is super bearish. I took a sell around London session. And look at the way it's moving down. Gold is purely bearish. Purely bearish. I mean, gold is also near this daily sort of a support area, but we have wicks on the top and the bottom, and it's not very nice to trade around these areas, to be honest, for me. I mean, I'm expecting sells in gold in a long-term sort of a perspective because USD is supposed to gain its strength after all those fundamental news out there. I mean, their monthly sort of a report, quarterly sort of a report, PPI, CPI, retail sales, everything was so good. So gold should be technically falling down, right? Now gold does have a bearish sort of a posture, and there is a wick on the downside to be filled. So my bias in gold is sell, definitely sell. I took a sell already. I mean, around London session, and I'm up some pips. But the funny thing was, because I opened my account in Dominion, I don't know if the gold leverage is different. Is it funny on my account, or I don't know? Because I traded gold, and it's like, because I trade with 1:500 leverage, right? And that's just my preference. I'm not saying I'm not suggesting somebody else to use it, but again, same. The thing is, I use that leverage, and when I took a position today, only some part of the margin was left free, and which is not nice for me. You know, it's not nice. I need to have a healthy margin, free margin. All right, Palin says, Peeling mindset. We'll start contributing chart analysis tomorrow. Ooh, I really don't like the idea of tomorrow. Sorry, Palin. I really don't like the idea of tomorrow. If somebody comes to me saying, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow," man, I don't know. I literally don't know. So this channel right here was sort of like an hourly and a 30-minute sort of a 30-minute based roughly drawn channel on a gold, and this channel actually worked, right? This channel was drawn around the Asian session today. And look at the way how the price is interacting with the channel several times. Interact, broke up, but you know what? Coming back. Oh no, this was a fake ad around 1812 flat, and it came inside the range, and I started taking sales around here. I mean, pretty good. Actually, you know what? I took sales around here. 1806, I think 1806 after the 5-minute candle close. Yep, 1806 around here. Yeah, right now, if gold is to push down, so in relation to the channel, I mean, the price has to start breaking the channel on the downside and start closing below. That way, the posture can be set for a bearish sort of a push. But again, at the same time, if candle starts flirting around the channel and starts pushing up and down inside the channel, I don't know. It's going to push down slow. But I'm expecting some sort of high, some sort of heavy push on gold. So we will see. 4-hour candle really bearish right now. Look at the way the 4-hour candle, current 4-hour candle is pushing. It's just filling every wick on its way, filling every wick. And 2-hour candle. Look at the 2-hour candle. 2-hour candle is going to close in the next 15 minutes, and it's actually below this 2-hour support at this point of time, right? So if this 2-hour candle actually manages to close below this 2-hour support, I mean, there's going to be a high chance for the candles to push down. So yeah, 15 more minutes, and we are slowly breaking the channel, which is a good sign, which is a really good sign. Let's see. And waiting for pound yen buys. All right, so if this 15-minute candle closes outside the channel, ooh, nice. So this 15-minute candle closes outside the channel. If the next candle and the other next candle actually retest the channel before heading down, I mean, that's something I can take sales along. But on my terminal, I have to tell you guys this. On my terminal, I don't know what's wrong. My gold is not offering that 1:500 leverage, whereas I'm used to using 1:500 leverage, and I don't know. I just don't know. But gold is sell, man. 100% sell. I mean, I don't know how you can take buys when it's so bearish. I honestly don't know. I mean, this gray area, to be honest, this gray area is a daily support area, but it's bearish. So looking at the daily candle alone and taking buys, looking at a support alone, I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense. Especially the style of trading I do. I mean, taking a buys right now when the candle is bearish, I mean, doesn't make sense, right? I mean, yeah. Heavy bearish. Hourly candle closing in the next 13 minutes. Yep. And I am hungry. Yep, look at the way it's interacting with the channel one more time after breaking the channel, right? So in relation to the channel, if it's actually going to push down or even retest this broken support on a 5 minute. I mean, 5 minute has already done that retest, right? So broke the support and then did the retest. I mean, it's pushing down. It kind of makes sense on a 5 minute. I am not in gold trade. I have to aware you guys. I'm not in any gold trade, but my bias is sell. My bias is sell. Oh, look at the way the 5 minute candle rejected the channel, right? So it kind of makes sense. Just looking at the 5 minute alone, it kind of makes sense for the price to push down. But again, at the same time, this is the close of the 2 hour candle. This is the close of the 2 hour candle. Close of the 2 hour candle. We will see. We will see, my friend. Five-minute candle in pound yen, ranging side by side. Hourly candle, so the current hourly candle has 12 more minutes left for its close. I mean, it's still respecting the previous hourly candle's low, so which is still good. And gold is rushing down nice and slow. Gold is rushing down nice and slow. Pretty good. Pretty good. Just give me a second, guys. I'm around here. I am around. Alrighty. Ooh, gold is pushing down. Ooh, man, oh man. Wow. Whoever took a sell looking at the hourly candle, previous hourly candles previous hourly candle close, man, that sell must have worked so well. You must be in about 37 pips in profit. And I know that it's going to drop heavy. There is volume. I'm looking for pound yen buys. So I'm kind of waiting here. I mean, I took gold sales earlier this London session. And I don't want to mess with gold because of the leverage. See, and because of the position size I take. I mean, it's kind of funny. 100, 200% free margin or 200% margin percentage is not healthy for me. And I am still waiting for pound yen buys. For pound yen sell, kind of have to wait for at least kind of have to wait for at least 149, I would say 865, right? For selling sort of a situation. All right. So at this point in time, pound yen 30-minute candle is dipping in that dipping in that range one more time. Must be to only fly later. So the deeper it retraces, as we talked about before, there's a higher chance it's going to push higher. I'm actually expecting a heavy push on the upside. I'm actually expecting at least 50 pips sort of a move, and later 80 sort of a move. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be true. If that is going to be true. Let's see. Our Palin has sent a chart. On YouTube, Palin has sent a chart. So, Palin says gold, once the price pushes down to 1706 following a daily bottom wick, will be potential buys between You're looking for buys. The market showing signs of pullback during lunch session where buyers grab the premium price between But what are you looking for, Palin? You have to point out, are you looking for sell, buy? What are you looking for? Too complex. You send me like a big paragraph. You gotta send me a quick quick word sort of a analysis. Quick word analysis. Quick word analysis. Quickie. All right, so the hourly candle is still dipping in that range, right? So this range from here to here, it's in about 34 pips of range, and the hourly candle has 1 more minute left for its close. It's still respecting the previous candle's low at this point in time. I mean, there are chances that, you know what, candles could reverse down and just hop around in this range, but I would love to see a support. I would love to see a support. Our Palin says the area between 1800 and 1798 in gold. She's talking about 1870. But are you looking for buy? What are you looking for, Palin? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a buy? I mean, I don't know about buys yet. I honestly don't know about buys. Have to see when the price hits 1800 sort of level at that point in time. But right now, price in gold really bullish, really bearish. I mean, they say bearish. There's no signs of buy yet. So, yeah. I'm waiting for my pound yen buys. At this point in time, 30-minute candle dipping inside the range, closing in the next 10 seconds. Want to see if candles could actually push up. Let's see. GA. Okay. GA sells, huh? Jackie M is talking about GA sales. Oh, yeah. Actually, GA sale was pretty good. GA sale was pretty good. Pretty good. In about 14 pips in the bag. But for me, I'm expecting pound yen to push up than anything else. So we will see. We will see what's gonna happen. Gold is definitely pushing down right now. Pretty bearish. I mean, alongside with volume, I think this is gonna be achieved. 1795 could be achieved. I don't know. 1795, 70. That could be achieved, right? That's just another target left on the downside. So why not? Ooh, go pound yen at this point in time. Pound yen, a previous 5-minute candle, and also looking at the 15 minute candle close only 1 or 2 pips below the previous support. At this point in time, this 15-minute candle, ooh, and hit my alert. Hit my alert. Okay, so pound yen at this point in time pushing down pretty heavy, and I was actually expecting sales below 149.8, 149.860 sort of a level, but right now it's just pushing down, pushing down pretty heavy. Previous hourly candle dipped inside the range. We are breaking lows, bouncing off in the range. Ooh, look at the way the 4-hour candle is retracing down. Pretty heavy, isn't it? Pretty heavy. Pretty heavy, sir. The bias hasn't changed yet. The bias hasn't changed yet. My bias hasn't changed yet. Yeah, the way the current 30-minute candle is retracing up, I mean, it's good. It's a good sign. It's a good sign for me. Wow, the way it's retracing, man. Pound yen is retracing pretty heavy at this point in time. It's like push down and sort of like doesn't even make sense now. Whatever happened in the next few minutes, whatever happened in the last few minutes, I mean, didn't even make sense. 15-minute was kind of rangy, but at this point in time, it's kind of showing a fake out sort of a sign on the downside. So if this 5-minute did a fake out sort of a thing on the downside, I mean, there's a chance the prices could actually push up. So I'm actually willing to take buys above 150.085. So if it's actually going to push above 150.085, actually, you know what? I'm actually thinking to take a buy, anticipating a fake out. So if this is a fake out happening on a 5-minute, if the candle starts breaking the previous 5-minute candle's high, and starts breaking 149.930 sort of a level, I mean, my chances of buys could play out with a fake out sort of analogy. And alongside with volume, I mean, I can push up, right? A way clear buy will be looking at the 1 hour and also 30-minute and above 150.085. But I am also thinking about my strong bias. My bias hasn't changed yet. So let's see. Yes, sir, we are pushing up. No doubt we are not. We are pushing up here. Yep, price is maintaining a posture above 149.930. There's a lot of volume, so if the price could actually maintain a bullish posture at this point in time, that fake out sort of idea could play out finally. So let's see. Let's see. So the current 15-minute candle is still hanging around near this 149.930 sort of level. I need the price to break this level and start moving up. Let's see. Yep. Pound yen is pushing up. Mr. Pound yen is pushing up. If this 4-hour candle finally flips bullish, I mean, with New York volume, I mean, there's no business. There's no business for this candle to push back in the range, right? Unless there's no volume. But if there's enough volume, this candle could push up and hit this 154.60 target. So my bias of buy hasn't changed yet. Let's see. So the hourly candle is still hanging around that level. So Mandish says my buy stop is above the previous 4-hour candle's high. Ooh, interesting. Previous 4-hour candle's high. Okay, that could work. That could work. Yeah, I'm trying to see if the fake out could be seen. Got activated. My buy stop above the previous 4-hour candle. Ooh. So he says his buy stop above previous 4-hour candle got activated. Oh, okay. Here, somewhere around here. Oh, okay. Yep, I see. I see what you mean. There has to be volume again. At the same time, for the trades to be valid, for the scalping opportunities on the upside, I mean, there has to be some sort of volume, right? Again, there has to be some sort of volume. Now, again, this is pre-New York. We have seen a lot of volume, as we always talk about. If there's enough volume, prices can drive up. But right now, 15-minute time frame is flipping bearish one more time after tapping that 149.930 sort of level. So it has to kind of maintain a bullish sign above this level for this candle to push up. But if it starts closing bearish, I mean, it's kind of looking ugly, right? If that is the case. Let's see. For the candles to push up, it has to stay bullish above 149.930. 149.930. 'And the candles are rejecting that level. At this point in time, 149.930 has been rejected. 5-minute candle rejecting it. But it's a 5-minute candle, right? So for the candle to drive down, there has to be some sort of volume. So this 15-minute candle has 4 more minutes left for its close. So I'm trying to see for this candle to maintain a bullish posture. Obviously, if it closes somewhere around here, still this candle shows bullish posture, right? But for this candle to show bearish signs, it has to kind of let's see. What is the range of this candle? 24. So yeah, at least has to close bearish below 149.800, I would say, for this candle to show strong signs of pushing down. So let's see. 4 more minutes left. Bullish bias, bullish bias, bullish bias. $15-minute candle closing in the next 3 minutes. Has to stay above 149.930 level. Let's see. All right, on YouTube, Adnan 786. I don't know what the 786 is for, but Adnan 786 says, can we enter GBPJPY if the 15-minute candle high is broken with next 15-minute candle? Not sure. Not sure. The thing is, are you comfortable with that risk parameter? I mean, the wick is long. I don't know, man. I would be comfortable taking buys only if a support is formed. Right now, the candles are bearish. So, I don't know, taking buys when the candles are bearish doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't make sense. All right, so the 15-minute candle has 1 more minute left for its close. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Looks like the 15-minute candles, ooh, gonna close dodgy here. Oh no. And the 15-minute candle has closed dodgy. Oh no, it's like nothing happened in the last 15 minutes here. Almost as if nothing happened in the last 15 minutes, which is not a good sign. I mean, for the price to push up, it shouldn't be doing this. It's pre-New York, right? Pre-New York. It looks like the previous 15-minute candle is still below 149.930 level. The bias hasn't changed yet. The bias hasn't changed yet. Let's see. $15-minute rejected the bottom, dipped inside the range. Let's see. I'm thinking about a buy stop. Let's see. Buy stop above 150. 150.085. Let's see. 150.085. Let's see. 150.085. But the candles have to maintain a posture of a 149.930, not 930. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? For my bias of buy to work out, it has to stay above 149.930 at least. Let's see. The bias of buys. Our previous 15-minute candle closed bullish with some bullish pressure from the downside. Look at the wick. Look at the size of the wick, right? In about 17 pips or 16 pips a wick on the downside. I mean, there's a higher chance for the candles to push up. Higher chance for the candles to push up. Just have to see when. Now at this point in time, pre-New York. So my buy stops are around 150.085. But yep. The way it's moving like a snail. Moving like a slow snail. Pretty slow snail at this point in time. Pretty slow snail. Let's see. Gold hourly candle. I think hourly candle has a lot of potential to push down here. Gold hourly candle has a lot of potential to push down. It's obviously very close to this hourly support, a major rejection area. But the way hourly candle is forming in gold, it has a high chance to push down. And I'm anticipating buys in pound yen here. So let's see what's going to happen. The candles dip down in the range. Now still in the range, but it's pushing down. So I have to stay above 149.930. That's what I'm looking for. Have to stay above that area. And dun 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 dun. Alrighty. Wow. Wow, it's pushing up. Pound yen pushing up. Pound yen pushing up. Mr. Pound yen pushing up. Mr. Pound yen pushing up. Wow, pound yen is pushing up. Look at the way the previous 15-minute candle closed, right? And it's just, wow. It's just going wowie kawaii at this point in time. Wowie kawaii. Wowie kawaii. So the bias is playing out, finally. So the current 15-minute candle broke the previous 15-minute candle's high at this point in time. And there are chances for candles to push up at this point in time. Just need to see a proper support. I mean, obviously, I've got a pending around 150.085. I obviously took a small position down there, anticipating a fake out as well earlier on, and it's in about 3 pips in profit. But yeah, that's just uncalled. That's just for my from my experience, and that's just for my experience, right? So in about 10 pips of stop loss. That was in about 10 pips of stop loss. 10, yep, 12 pips of stop loss, and it's actually pushing up pretty nice. So it's pretty good. Let's see. So my buy stop around 150.085 is still looking good. It's still looking good. Let's see. Just need to see some sort of volume, right? Just need to see some sort of volume in the pair, and it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day if we have some sort of support in pound yen. Pound yen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still hanging around 149.930. Not very happy about that. I mean, 2-hour candle is still looking nice, but still has to push up. It hasn't pushed up yet. Hasn't pushed up yet. Right? In about 17 pips. Let's see. Price have to stay above 149.930. 149.930. 149.930. 149.930. So the current 5-minute candle retracing down pretty hard at this point in time. Pretty hard. So I might even close my my early position, right? If it doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I mean, don't need to hold on to a trade. Let's see. For now, I mean, as long as price they stay above 149,930, that's my key key word for now. 149,930, 149,930. So the hourly candle is still hanging around there too. So my buy stop and ultimate buy stop around 150.085 is still there. Maybe one pip above it. But yeah. Current 4-hour candle, current 4-hour candle rejecting the bottom price. We are 36 minutes away from the market open at this point in time. 36 minutes. So wanted to see some sort of volume in pound yen here. Haven't seen it yet. My buy stop, ultimate buy stop above 150.085 is still around there. So I have to see if that can be activated and if market could pay me today. Otherwise it's actually otherwise it's just a rangy day. You know, if it's not going to push up, if it's going to head in, I mean, what is price doing here, right? So it's kind of rangy. So do I want to be a part of a range? Maybe no. I have to see a proper structure, right? For a sell, it kind of has to make sense. There has to be a proper structure. And there's going to be a proper structure only once the candles start flipping bearish below 149,930. If this candle closes bullish and the next candle starts moving down, I mean that's just putting me off, right? But otherwise, candles are still looking good for my direction. My bias is buys. I mean, it's still looking good. So kind of have to wait for 4 more minutes to see how the 30-minute candle finally closes. If it's going to close below 149,930, I mean that's a sad day for me. Yep, that is going to be a sad day, Mr. Sad. Rudenok says he is in buys from 149,928. Ooh, 149,928. Beautiful. I mean, if it's going to work out, perfect. But it could be an early buy too, because obviously, to be honest, 15-minute candle seems as if it's ranging. The bias could be buys. I mean, bias could play out later, but again, we are very close to market open time, right? And what the market does usually is, for example, this sort of dip is usual because the market wants its piece of the pie. And maybe the New York market wants the piece of the pie too, right? Now, this sort of retracement can be seen 1 or 2 times before it's moving up. Yep, Rudenok, it's risky. That's right. It's risky, man. It's risky, I know. It's kind of risky. So 1 or 2 dips before moving up is something we've seen several times, right? So kind of expecting that at this point in time. It's just that I want to see 30-minute candle close finally above 149,930 level. That way, my bias could stay same, and I can relax. You know, I can relax for my ultimate 150 150.085 level, and that way I'll be happy. I will be stress relief, or I can just chill and wait. We are in about 13 minutes away from the market open, and 15-minute, 30-minute candles in pound yen seems to be rangy at this point in time. No doubt it's not rangy. It's quite rangy at this point in time, obviously. So yeah, have to see some sort of volume, and looks like there is no news today. I mean, no news. So what is the market doing? You know, what is the market doing right now? Mr. Market. Mandish says hourly candle closing above previous broken support may confirm fake out, and New York Open may bring in some volume for the price to push further up. That is actually a correct idea. Yeah, that is a correct idea. So, so the liquidity graph, we obviously saw how the candles pushed down, right, deep in this range, and started retracing. So that retracement was something to keep an eye open for, and especially when this candle closed bullish. Obviously, Mandish. So the fake out idea could be could be right, but right now the candles are below 149.930, so it's not looking very nice, to be honest. It's not looking very nice. For the candles to push up, it had to stay above that level, but right now it's just pushing down. And we are only 30 minutes away from the market open. So is it good? Maybe no. Maybe no. Previous 30-minute candle close. Previous 30-minute candle close bullish, with a wick on the bottom and the top. Interesting. So the bias hasn't changed yet, but as we talked about, maybe the market wants to dip in before moving up. It actually wants to dip in. Looks like that is the case here. The market wants to dip in before anything else. Mr. Market wants to dip in. Hourly candle at this point in time bearish. Let's see what's going to happen in the next 28 minutes. Market open and some fireworks. market open and some firework. Still hanging around that level. Still hanging around. Previous 30-minute candle close bullish, some sort of support formed, which is good for the bias. And at this point in time, so the current 30-minute candle retraced down. Seems like it is respecting the support. So let's see. 15-minute candle, on the other hand, has broken the previous 15-minute candle's low. So I have to see candles pushing up. Let's see. 27 minutes away from the market open. Market is rangy market. Have to see if the candles actually respect the support at the end, right? So the hourly candle still has some time. I mean, it's quite rangy. Quite rangy. Let's look at gold and see what gold is doing right now. So gold previous hourly candle actually closed somewhere around this daily support, right? So this was the daily support that we drew like a few days before. The daily support, and is still bouncing off of that support. And the 30-minute is dipping in the range. Dip, dip, dip. Armandish is sharing his journal from London Trade. All right, so he took sales around here. So stop loss was around above the previous hourly candle, and expecting the price to push down in this clear traffic, clear range. So what happened? Did it work? So hourly candle, huh? Hourly candle. Dynamic entries, 3 entries, okay. And anticipating pre-London volume, secured all position. That's good. So that was a sell around what level is this? 149, 149, 514. Armandish is saying, help me out to make the journal more informative. I mean, it's pretty good so far. So far, I think it's looking pretty good. You have 1, 2, 3 points. I mean, pretty good. You can write, for example, you can also note down what you felt like, or what you can say like, sorry about that. You can say this many minutes before the this many minutes before the London Open, or you can say the market was bearish from yesterday, or this is a Wednesday trade, so Wednesday regular volume, or you can write whatever you feel like. That's going to help you because this is like your own personal database, right? So you kind of have to do that. It helps a lot. I used to write everything I felt. Everything I felt. I used to say, oh, the candles. Okay, I used to say bearish candle was bigger than the bullish candle. Okay, stronger bias, very strong bias, whatever. But it looks good. It looks good. Candle closed below the support. I mean, this is at least some of the points you need, right? While journaling, at least some of the points. But pretty good. Clean journaling. I like it. Mandish, keep it up. Keep it up. And the bias of buying in pound yen, I mean, it's kind of just flirting around right now. Hasn't done much. Wanted to see candles breaking 150.085, and looks like it's just it's just not doing the thing right now. Looks like there's no volume. Looks like market is rangy. New York market opening up in the next 19 minutes. 19 minutes. Alrighty. Alright, so the hourly candle is going to close in the next 15 minutes. All right, so it looks like the 30-minute support is broken at this point of time. So if the candle stays below, I mean, that's going to be amazing. Mandish says, Anuj, how did you deposit funds into Dominion account? So I use crypto, and what happened was I deposited a lot of money, right? So I actually lost about $900 in that transaction. It's like they were charging me fees. So the wallet, Bitcoin wallet company, CoinSpot, they charged me a lot of money, and Dominion charged me 2.5%. A lot of money, man. A lot of money. Yeah, the crypto thing is hassle. You know, obviously it's quick. It was like lightning fast. To be honest, crypto deposit was like a lightning fast deposit ever. But yeah. Yeah, I used CoinSpot. Oh, wow. Binance, no fee for sure, 100%? Is that it? Wow. That is amazing. Yeah, probably next time I'll use Binance. We are about 14 minutes away from the market open right now. 14 minutes away. I mean, I'm still waiting to see if this 4-hour candle could finally flip bullish. And that way it will be lovely. But until then, I'm just waiting there. Kind of waiting. On the hourly sort of a perspective, yeah, somebody today sent me a chart saying, "Oh, look at this. Pound yen is making head and shoulder on the downside." I mean, it's kind of making sense. The way it's tapping off the daily support kind of makes sense to push up, right, from daily support, obviously. So let's see. Yep, look at the engagement with the channel. Gold is gold has a higher chance to push down than anything else. Gold has a higher chance to push down than anything else.
old school, so you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Yep, gold is starting to push down slowly here. In the next 10 minutes, we are experiencing the market open, so probably a lot of volume. Probably a lot of volume to experience today. Let's see. And pound yen is diving back in the range. Pound yen hourly candle closing in the next 5 minutes, and if this hourly candle closes below this range, man, buys are looking difficult and difficult by every hour. I mean, maybe the market wants to grab its premium price by diving in that range, but I don't know, because it's looking funny. Do I really want to take a buy when the candles are bearish in pound yen? I don't know, right? It's simple. I don't know. So have to wait. Kind of waiting for buys of a 150 or 85. So we will see. I mean, I took an early fake out sort of analogy trade, but I had to close it around break even. So I had to close it around break even because didn't like it. And obviously on a 5 minute, on a 15 minute, the candles are rangy as anything. Rangy. It looks like it could actually fall down more than anything right now, right? It's kind of looking difficult. Buys are looking difficult. Buys are looking difficult. Let's wait. Waiting a little bit more. All right, so the 4-hour candle is rejecting the bottom at this point in time, and hourly candle has finally closed above 149.930. So the bias of buy is still looking nice. So let's see. So the previous 30-minute candle actually closed with no wick on the top, but it's heading up pretty nice with New York volume. So what does that tell us? Maybe the bias is still alive. Ooh, it's pushing up. And pushing up nice and slow. Hourly candle heading up in its first few minutes. New York volume pushing the price really fast and near my buy stop at this point in time. Very close to my buy stop. Very close to my buy stop at this point in time. I mean, it's moving up in its first few minutes. My buy stop hasn't been activated yet. The hourly candle moving up in the first few minutes. I mean, pretty strong move. No signs of making wick or whatever. It's just pushing up pretty heavy. Ramsey on YouTube says, can you please bum. And I don't know Ramji. Is that another language? Man, I don't understand that. Is that German or something? Is that Dutch? Dutch, is that how you say it? I don't understand the language. You gotta send English. If you're gonna send your message in English, probably we'll have a look at it. Now, my buy stop hasn't got activated yet, but the previous 30-minute candle, obviously, previous 30-minute candle, closed with no wick on the bottom, right? But it maintained a posture above 149.930, which is a good sign, but only trying to take buys above 150.085, and at this point in time, hourly candle hasn't made that decent top wick. So I would love to see a top wick before it could move up. So let's see. I would love to see a wick on the bottom before it could move up. Let's see. Let's see. Few minutes, 3 minutes in the market. 3 minutes in the market right now. 3 minutes. Previous hourly candle has made a proper support. I mean, the support is pretty nice. So Ramsey on YouTube says, can you please put the thing so we can see where is your stop loss and where is your take profit? I mean, I have my position isn't active yet. My position isn't active yet. So the stop loss is in about 16 pips from my position, and I'm anticipating price to actually hit 150.460 sort of a level. 150.460 sort of a level. So we will see. In the first few minutes of the market. Let's see. Yep, looks like pound yen is gonna push up here. Pound yen has higher chances of pushing up than anything else. So let's see if it's actually going to push up here. Ooh, moving up pretty fast at this point in time. Ooh, my stop loss. I may have to adjust my position here. Let's see, let's see. Anticipating the volume to push the price up. Want to see price tapping 150 460. Now here's the thing, right? So my pending could be activated. My pending could be activated, and the hourly candle hasn't made a decent low wick yet. So what does that tell me? That tells me that, you know what, I have to be really quick in terms of risk management. So how can I be quick? Ooh, and my position is activated. I am in the position. I am in the position right now. In the position. So so at this point in time, if the position gives me like 10-12 pips, I will definitely try and secure that. At least 10-12 pips. Right? So let's see what's gonna happen. So what I'm going to do is, for the sake of risk management, if this 5-minute candle breaks its own low, I mean, I'm going to close at least 50% right there. It's going to be late to close 50%, but it kind of makes sense to close 50% about there, because this 5 minutes sort of a medium is one of the ways I can cut down my losses, because the market has a lot of volume right now, and what could be a good way to cut losses, right? So looking into 5-minute for potential risk management. But otherwise, I mean, let's see. Let's see. And it's pushing up. Ooh. I just need 10-12 pips in the market. 10-12 pips in the market. 10 to 12 pips in the market. Ooh. And it's pushing up. Pushing up nice and slow. Pushing up nice and slow. Let's see. Let's see. In the position, nothing has changed yet. Nothing has changed yet. Let's see. 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 Oh, and it's pushing up. Pushing up. Pushing up. Pushing up. Let's see. Pushing up. Pushing up. Pushing up. Let's see. 2 pips in profit here and there. 2 pips in profit. Let's see. All right, so the 5-minute candle is actually looking nice, pretty nice. This was the first few minutes of the hourly candle, and it's actually pushing up so nice, right? It's actually looking good. It's actually looking decent. Let's see. And the pending is still there, still anticipating the volume. I mean, I'm still keeping an eye open on a 5-minute sort of a time frame for risk management's sake here, because I've only applied a smaller number of pips, right? So 15, 16 pips to the trade. Now, if it has to move up, there's no business in candles pushing down, because the previous 1-hour candle before the market opened, it was just holding up so bad. It was holding up so bad. Now it's actually busting up. It's actually busting up at this point in time. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the position is still breathing. It's in about 1 pip, 1.5, 1.5, 1.2. It's just kind of breathing. Just kind of breathing. Let's see. First few minutes of the hour. I mean, still anticipating the volume. My ultimate target, my first target here today is 150, 460 kind of a area. So if that's going to be tapped, I will be securing 100%. 10, 12 pips, I'll be securing. On the other hand, looking at 5 minutes just for risk management's sake. Looking at 5 minutes for risk management's sake. Let's see. Ramsey here says, can you tell me how much is the stop loss? So I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? So where I put my stop loss, it's not going to help you put your stop loss. I mean, you have to define your stop loss. My usual stop loss ranges from 10 to 15 to 16, and sometimes on gold even 20. But right now it's only 16 pips. But does it really help you trade that? I mean, I don't know. For now, the position is breathing, right? My stop loss is actually so tight. It's actually very close to 15-minute candles low. And for the candles to push up, it has to respect that low. And I'm not gonna, for example, if the candle's gonna retrace down, leaving a wick on the top, I mean, that's a good sign. But if the candle reverses at that point in time, I mean, this is just in too early trade, and the market is playing people out at that point in time, right? My bias could be correct. My target could be hit, but this trade could be only an early trade because we are 13 minutes in the market. Only 13 minutes. So still kind of chilling. My position is breathing. Position is breathing. So here's another thing, right? For example, obviously I've taken my trade, but again at the same time, if I start going like 5 or 6 pips in drawdown, if I'm uncomfortable with the position, I might close half any time, just because this trade has been an impulsive sort of idea. Obviously, a pending order is always an impulsive idea, but on the other hand, this trade was activated in the first few minutes of the hourly candle. So the only thing I'm saying is, if I'm uncomfortable, I may cut down half of my position. Now, that's how I've been doing risk management for some time, and that has helped me become profitable on the bigger picture. At the end of the month, at the end of the week, when I'm cutting down losses and I'm getting that big trade once in a while, or even a small winning trade and getting the bits and pieces, I'll always be in profit. So the idea for me is, I have taken a trade, but if I'm comfortable at any instant, I'm gonna get out of the position. But right now, it's playing out. I'm letting the 15-minute breathe. As I said, this 15-minute candle is showing some promises to push up, has a decent wick on the top, and if the candle's pushing up, I mean, it's nice, but it's gonna retrace. If I'm feeling uncomfortable at any time, the way it's retracing, I may close the position. That's all. And for now, it's moving. Previous 15-minute candle closed really nice with a wick on the top. There's still signs for bullish sort of movement, and the position is still moving. It's still breathing. One or two pips in profit, so it's still breathing. Still breathing above 152 or above 150.085. And let's look at gold and see what gold is doing here. Ooh, gold is bearish, man. As we talked about, gold is definitely bearish. There's a clear range on the downside, and Yeah, gold is definitely bearish here. No sign of buys. No sign of buys yet. And pound yen is pushing up. Ooh. Pound yen is pushing up. So I'm going to secure half at least when I'm going to secure at least half of my position when I go 10 or 12 pips in profit. Right now, at this point in time, it looks good. The structure is there. Even 15, 30, 1 hour, there is structure to push up. The prices are reacting to the daily sort of a level, and we have clear traffic on the left hand side. At this point in time, in 6 pips in profit. 6 pips in profit at this point in time. And the position is still running. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. Still 6 pips in profit. I mean, I'm still hanging around there. Now, something to take away from today's market behavior before the New York market open was, look at the way the previous hourly candle hold up before pushing up. Right, so this hourly candle was holding up, flushing a lot of people out, and the next hourly candle right at the open, man, it just busted up. It just busted up so hard. I mean, it didn't even retrace, making a wick on the bottom before moving up. It just didn't take any name of retracement. It just pushed up like bang. Now that's something to note down, right? At this point in time, position still running. Let's see. Ooh, it's retracing. 7 pips in profit. Seven pips in profit. 7 pips in profit. Oh. Yeah, dun 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 from the dun 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 36. Yep, looking good. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? So I'm gonna start securing once I hit that 9 to 10 pips mark. I would definitely start securing once I hit that 9 to 10 pips mark now. Waiting to enter in the next 5 minutes. Ooh, Mandish is waiting to enter. Okay, so he was waiting for a confirmation. That's nice. That is nice. So the thing is, why I let my pendings be there, why didn't I cancel my pending, was I was actually noting down the fact that, you know what, this 1 hour was playing around with us. It was actually playing around. It was hanging around 149, 930. And if the candles were to push down, there was no business hanging around there. And all of a sudden, in the last minute, it just pushed up and closed bullish, right? And the next hourly candle didn't even take any name of making a wick on the downside. So what does that tell me? That tells me that there's high level of bullish pressure. So if there's very strong bullish pressure, there's no business in candles retracing down. So I am definitely basing this trade upon volume and candles behavior few minutes before the market open, right? So now at this point in time, so I'm still in this position. Now, if this 15-minute candle is to push up, there is no business in this candle breaking its own low. If this candle starts breaking its own low, I might have to start thinking about how I can close down at least some percentage of my position so that I only lose less than what I intended, right? That's another thing. That's another thing I've learned over time and learned the hard way. That you know what, if I'm uncomfortable anytime, and if I cut down at least some percentage out of my position, I am happy to let that position run. But if I have my full position exposed with the full initial lot size, I mean, I'm not feeling that comfortable at that point of time. So I have to keep myself in the best comfortable position all the time as I'm trading. I have to take risk, but again, at the same time, I have to know how to manage those risks. Now, at this point in time, the candles are kind of breathing, right? And I don't like the way it's moving. I honestly don't like the way it's moving. I just don't like it. Obviously, I was in 8 pips, in about 8.5 pips in profit a few minutes before, but right now the position is retracing. So what I'm thinking is, if I can cut down my position in about 1 or 2 pips, half of the position in 1 or 2 pips, I mean, I'll still be good, right? So I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen, because I don't want to take that big loser, right? That's the thing about me. I actually don't want to take that big loser. That's all about it. I don't want to take that big loser. Let's see. Let's see. Still anticipating volume. If there is some volume today in today's market, I mean, the prices have to push up, right? Let's see. Still breathing. The candle, the position is still breathing. Still breathing. Now, at this point in time, again, not feeling that comfortable with the position. Man, GJ is playing out today. To be honest, GJ is playing out. GJ is playing out. So here's what I'm going to do, right? So 5-minute candles are breaking the previous 5-minute candles low. So in my head, because I'm all about risk management. Trust me, it's not about holding the position for me. It's about risk management. So this is the position where I'm going to close 50% right here. I'm closing 50% right here in 1 pip. 50% in drawdown in 1 pip. So because I'm not comfortable. I'm just not comfortable. It's not about how long you can hold the trade. It's about how well you can manage any sort of trade. Honestly, there should be an exercise for the new beginner traders where they should get a chance to just manage their position. You know, just manage their position. Where they have to face like a trade that's going down and they have to manage the position. A trade that's going up, then they have to manage the position. So there has to be an exercise for it, right? But obviously, I've closed my position in 1 pip in drawdown with 50% of the volume. Now I'm still letting the 50% run, because still anticipating some volume. But again, at the same time, if the position is going to move down, retrace down heavy, and I don't feel comfortable at that point in time, I'm going to close the whole position. As much as I love my trades, I shouldn't hesitate on cutting down losses. And this is one of the best advice I can give to any other beginner traders. They wouldn't understand, because they don't understand the idea that, you know what, they can feel the pain, or they can actually experience the bad part of the market. I mean, you're not special. We have to think about it for a while, and we have to actually understand that, you know what, we are not any special human being in the market. And we can be treated bad. We can experience the bad downfall. So we just have to know, now we just have to train ourselves to manage that bad position, or that critical position where our mind and our heart are telling something else. Our mind tells us to manage the risk. Our heart tells us, oh man, you know what? Maybe today I'm going to hold it. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So for now, I'm letting the 50% run. As I said, I was in 8 pips in profit. And I'm still basing my bias, and my position is still breathing in 1 or 2 pips in profit. Actually, hold on. In 2 pips in profit, yep. So, and it's still running, it's still running. If I feel uncomfortable anytime soon, I'm gonna close the position. Trust me on that. My target, ultimate target 154.60 is still there. Ultimate target. Ultimate target. And still breathing. Candle is still breathing. In about 5 pips in profit at this point in time. Yep. 5 pips in profit. All right, so here's what I'm going to do, right? Because I'm basing my bias at this point in time off of the 15-minute wick as well. So I don't want to see any candles breaking the wick, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to I'm actually going to trail my stop loss closer to the 15-minute candles wick. Closer to 15-minute candles wick. Let's see. 15-minute candle wick. 15-minute candle wick. In about 5 pips. In about, yep, 5 to 6 pips. Yep. That's all right. That is healthy enough. Now, at this point in time, what I'm saying to myself is, if the candles are to push up, it has to respect the low. And I'm actually giving that, I'm actually giving the candles that breathing ground. So let's see. 30-minute candles closing in the next 2 minutes. In about 8 pips in profit at this point in time. In about 8 pips in profit at this point in time. $30-minute candle closing in the next 1 minute. Please, sure. And all right, so moving up nice and slow, nice and slow. At this point in time, 9 pips in profit or so. I think I'm gonna close 50%, or at least close the whole position. All right. So let's see what's gonna happen. I might close the whole position once I hit that 10 pips of profit. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Ooh, Eli says Eli bought gold around 1798. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, so gold is going up, is it? Oh, let's have a look at gold. Wow. So gold is pushing up. Ooh, okay. It's actually for me, it's kind of still engaging with the channel. So if you manage to secure at least something, Rudinok, I think that's going to help you a lot. If you manage to secure something, because for me, in relation to channel, I mean, obviously, if the prices in gold are pushing up, it has to pierce the channel and close inside the channel, right? But on the other hand, if it's just interacting with the channel more before pushing down, have to be careful. This could be its liquidity grab before pushing down. You know, that could be the case. So yeah, hopefully it works for you. Hopefully it works for you. And pound yen, I'm still waiting, man. I'm still waiting. To be honest, I'm still. Once I could hit my profit target, I mean, yeah, that could be nice. That could be nice. in about 6 pips in profit. 6 pips in profit. 6 pips in profit. There's a lot of volume. All right, so Rudinok says, yeah, close 80% at 35 pips. Beautiful. Rudinok, you beat the bank, man. You beat the bank. Now, I think we got to do some celebration here. The way GJ is moving, if there's going to be TP hit or if there's going to be my target reach, we might press the celebration button today. So we will see. We will see. No worries, Rudinok. Keep it up. Just keep it up. Just secure, right? At the end of the day, the analysis could be correct. I mean, even if it's a short-term, long-term analysis, whatever. As long as the analysis is correct and it gives something, it pays us something, we have to be able to accept it, right? I mean, amazing. My friend managed to secure 80% at 35 pips. What more do you need? Right? What more? Yep, my position is still breathing in. Our previous 30-minute candle, closing above that level, 150.085, is a very good sign for the candles to push up. But on the other hand, I mean, we haven't experienced so much volume right now, right? We haven't experienced the New York volume. So just giving me like 8 to 9 pips and it's just ranging. 8 to 9 pips and it's ranging. So I want to see some sort of heavy volume here. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's look at gold here. Mr. Gold. Yep, and gold is pushing down one more time. 2-hour candle still showing some bearish signs. Has 27 minutes left for its close. Looks like the wick on the downside could be filled. Technically, it should be, because US dollar is actually recovering and it's actually doing good. There's actually really good positive feedbacks about US bonds here. So, I mean, look at the way it's pushing down, right? So that engagement with the channel was only a last liquidity grab, potentially a last liquidity grab, or trying to fulfill the unfulfilled order from this contraction or this range before New York Bank opens. So that could be the case too. I've seen this happen several times. Now, if the candles, gold is pushing down here. Gold, man. Man, oh man. Higher chances of gold pushing down here. Look at the way the 5-minute candle broke the previous 5-minute candle's low, right? Ooh. Man, that is super hot. Gold is super hot right now. Ooh. And my pound yen is still hanging around that 9 pips mark. 9 pips mark. Still hanging around that 9 pips mark here. And finally 9.5. it's actually playing with me, man. It's like giving me 9 pips and 9.5 and it just retraces every time. What's happening? Yep, 9.5. Ooh, gold is falling. Ooh, oh my god. Oh my god. Gold is gonna push down. 100% is gonna push down. Ooh. Mandish is saying 5 pips in profit. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, in 10 pips in profit. Now, this is the point where I'm going to close 50% right here. This is the point where I'm going to close 50% right here in GJ. Right here. Not even kidding. 50% right here. I'm still in profit. I'm letting the 50% run. I mean, it's a small volume, you know, one lot, whatever. But yeah. Yep. It's pushing up. Nice and slow. I mean, I like it. I like it. Yep, 50% of the position running, one lot remaining running. Beautiful here. So, I mean, it's good. The way it's running, I mean, it's okay. So that's what you got to secure, right? At least secure something. At least secure something out of the market, because the market gives you the opportunity to grab something, and if you're not fast enough, I mean, the market takes away the money from you now. Look at this. Ooh. So it's kind of interesting, isn't it? So I drew this channel. This channel in gold was a roughly drawn channel, was not even like an accurate channel, obviously. And whatever happened in gold interacted with the channel several times before it could push down. It went up and fulfilled all of the unfulfilled potential orders here, around here. Bang, bang, bang. Fulfilled everything and just started pushing down. So from the top of the channel, it fell down in about 54 pips. 54 pips from the top, man. Crazy. Crazy, right? Now, obviously, pound yen, I've secured 10 pips. So I think this is what I'm going to do, right? At this point in time, I'm going to let the whole position run at break even. Now I'm at, this is called zero drawdown trade or risk-free trade, right? Now at this point in time, if I get stopped at a break even, I mean, I'm okay. I'm honestly okay. So risk management was on top. Honestly, I closed half of the position around 1.7 something pips, whatever. That didn't really matter. And let the half run. Obviously, I believed in the bias and everything was believed, and secured another half. Actually, more than half. I secured 1.5 lot in the first half at around 10 pips, and let the rest of the position, that is one lot, run. So I mean it's still running, and the position is at break even. The position is at break even, and my final target 150.460. If that could be hit, that would be beautiful. 150.460. Let's see. Mandish says he secured 10 pips as well. Beautiful, my friend. Beauty. Just keep it up. Just repeat. Keep it up. Repeat. Keep it up. Repeat. You know, it's just the way. It's just the process. And slowly, we are gonna hit that target. We are gonna build that capital. But that was beautiful. Beautiful trade here. And I liked it. Pretty good, isn't it? All right, beautiful trade taken here today. Beautiful trade. The bias is playing out so nice right now. The bias is playing out so nice, and the target, I think the target's going to be hit, man. The way it's moving right now, the way, so the main thing that happened was this, right? What happened was this hourly candle was holding up to push up. Holding up to push up, and the next hourly candle did this hourly candle's job. We were waiting and waiting, and finally we got the trade. So we got the trade. A pending was set, and the pending was activated. Pending was an impulsive idea, obviously, and the position was managed accordingly. It was looking good. All of a sudden, it was looking bad. All of a sudden, and the risk management was the key. So first, close the half around 1.5, 1.7, whatever pips was that, and let the rest run. Let the rest run with managed trail stop loss, and which worked. And right now the half is running risk free. I mean, this is one of the best ways to manage the risk, right? One of the best ways, secure, and then just trail your stop loss in a way that even if you get hit, you are risk free and whatnot. So this is what I'm going to do. So we are pressing the celebration button after a long time. I mean, July was a funny month for me until a few days. So managed to secure some profits. My friend Rudinok managed to secure 35 pips, and Mandish managed to secure 10 pips. So beautiful. So I'm gonna press the celebration button. But before the celebration button, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send the YouTube link to my guys in the Zoom. Dun dun dun. That is a YouTube link. Just go into the YouTube link, and I'm gonna start the celebration in the next 6 seconds. All right. 6 seconds. And the celebration for the securing and the trade management, and for the YouTube guys. So go into the link, and I'm gonna press the button here. And the celebration is gonna happen in the next 5. I'm gonna have some water. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Pum 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 pum. That's it. And that's it. That's the celebration for you guys. If you manage to secure, if you manage your position accordingly, and you believed in your bias, and you gave your trade a chance at the right position at the right time, and as you were progressing with the trade, I mean, this is beautiful, right? So the celebration is all for you guys. If you manage it, beautiful. Just tag me on the Instagram, tag me everywhere you can, because we want to move that algorithms. We want to build this community. We want to build the YouTube, build the Instagram, and whatnot. We want to pass over the knowledge. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Thank you, Mandish. Mandish says, good night, guys. I mean, I'm going to call it a day, too, in the next 5 minutes. I'm going to call it a day in the next 5 minutes, and that was beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Congratulations. And we will come back another day and try and attack the market in a similar sort of fashion. But that's a beautiful day. Looks like 150.460 is going to be tapped. Looks like 150.460 is actually going to be tapped here. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it looks like 154.60 is gonna be hit here. 154.60 is going to be hit. 154.60 is gonna be hit here. All right, guys. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to let this trade run, but I think I'm going to call it a day because I have to take a rest, especially because I'm feeling a little bit sick these days. I don't know why. Probably because of the weather or something. But this was a beautiful day. Secured 10 pips. I mean, letting the rest run and break even. I don't care if this market is going to tap my position or what, because I've secured my bits of profit for the day, and I'm happy by the profits. And obviously gold right now is pushing down pretty hard. So I mean, I've missed my bit of position in gold. I obviously couldn't take a sell because I was focusing more on pound yen, but obviously gold is pretty bearish right now. So I think, oh, look at this, 17.95.70 got tapped. 17.95.70 got tapped. Ooh, man. So after the tap around the channel, roughly drawn channel, the price fell down about 70 pips. After the gold price tapped that roughly drawn channel, it fell down almost about 70 pips. Not even kidding. 70 pips, man. Come on, you kidding? 70 pips. But all right, guys, thank you so much for coming in and having a good time. Obviously, don't overtrade and don't over risk. If you manage to secure something out of the market, call it a day and be happy about it. Definitely be happy about it. Be okay about it. But I'm going to see you guys next time tomorrow, and we'll try and attack the market the same way. Until then, take it easy, and I'll see you guys. I will see you guys soon. Take it easy.
Yesterday